Hello everyone, my name is Jacob and welcome back to another redstone video. Now as you can probably see, I have a very strange inventory, and these are all actually very unique items. As you can see, this one here is a basketball, this one is a baseball bat, this is a tennis ball, this is a soccer ball, and this is a football, which I was almost tempted to name football just because. And I have these things because basically in today's video I'm going to attempt to make a bunch of sporty mini games, I guess you could say, using these different kinds of not necessarily items but ideas. To start, we're going to go ahead and make the basketball court, which as you can see I have already made. So now let's go ahead and set up the hoops and then maybe the scoreboard. Okay, I got one of the basketball hoops, and as you can see, when I throw in, say, yellow wool, it gets drained into there and then gets spat out immediately so you can keep playing the game. So I just thought that was a little fun detail that I could add, and then eventually I will hook this up to a redstone like counter clock so you can tell how many points you have, and so that's kind of fun. Now I guess what we should probably do is go ahead and build the other one, and then we can set up the jumpers, or the boosters I suppose, which are basically just something that you can use to like run up to and then like spring into the air. So you can actually read this, because I don't think if I just run up to this yeah, no, you can't really throw things into there yet, and that's where the boosters come in play. This here is where the booster, or at least one of the boosters, is going to go. So what we're going to do down here is go ahead and put that there along with just that piece of redstone, and that actually should be it, but we might need, yeah, I think we might need more delay than that, because if somebody's just running up here, they're not really gonna hit it. So if we can get a tick and delay in here, a tick of delay in here somehow, then that should be, is it still too soon? Because I kind of want to make it so that even if you're running at it from an angle, ooh, I could like literally jump onto the hoop. This thing is powerful. But yeah, we might need just one more tick of delay in here. I want it to be like 100% of the time. Oh my gosh, we can just like jump up there and then throw it in. Nobody would be able to get us then. I feel like we should have something to prevent that. I think if we had some slabs up here. Okay, there we go. I added some trapdoors, so you shouldn't be able to fit in between those. So if we do this, then this thing is unbelievably powerful. We need like a roof or something. There we go. So now we have a roof. So now when we run up to this booster and throw the ball in, yeah, well, I didn't make it, so I guess I'm a terrible shot. Yeah, nope. I think what is stopping me? I feel like it might be these. But then I could get onto it, couldn't I? I mean, oh, there we go. I made it. So is there any way to actually, I don't think I'll be able to get onto that because the roof is stopping me now. Yeah, I can't jump onto that. Okay, that's perfect. That's exactly what I want. So I changed things up. I got rid of the roof and made these things a little bit taller. And so now it's actually a lot more satisfying to, oh gosh. As you can see when I run up to these things and then shoot it, and it's a lot more satisfying because you can go all the way up instead of just hitting your head on the ceiling. I'm honestly having way too much fun with this game. I need to move on to the next one. Actually, no, not to the next one. Now we need to make the scoreboard that shows how many points go into each basket, so that you can keep track of things like that, because that would be nice. Here is what the basic the counter thing will look like when I'm finished. So every time we score a hoop, this redstone pulse here will fire once, and we can use that to hook up to these lights here to count how many times we earn a point. Okay, so if we look back here, you can see I've actually worked out a system where if we throw an item into the hoop up here, you can see one lamp will turn on, or maybe not. Hold on. Okay, I fixed the problem now. So as you can see, if we throw something in here, one lamp will turn on, and that counts as, 1 point or something. And if you throw another thing in, another lamp will turn on. And basically what I'm doing is I've locked up all these repeaters, and then when I score a point, this turns off for a little bit, but then turns back on again almost immediately after. And we have, I think, 8 or so items in here, and so every time it turns off, they all shift around one hopper. And then, as it goes along, all the 8 items go all the way along here until all of the lamps are turned on. And then eventually, or somewhere I think in here, I'll put a button, probably like on the ground or something, that will be able to reset the thing, and have a pulse extender in or somewhere that will unpower all these repeaters, or all these hoppers, so that the 8 items can get back out from behind the repeaters, so we can reset the clock, or the point system. Actually, I think I've come up with a self-resetting system up here. So basically, here, if we get a repeater in here, oopsies, if we put a repeater here, so that whenever there's an item in this last hopper here, which should be, hopefully should be the last item, and even if it's not, it will still work. So if there's an item in this hopper, then it will turn off this redstone torch, and then this thing will, all the items will get out of these hoppers, and then this thing will turn back on again and stop the items. So if we do this, oh, it's so close. Okay, so we need like one less repeater, which is kind of a problem, but I think if we did that, that would actually work fine. So what happens if we score this last point here and turn on that? Then all the points drain, or not drain, I guess. Oh, dang it, but then it gets back to 1 point. No! Oh, that's so strange. In fact, it got so strange that I decided to just leave it as a one redstone lamp instead of a line of them. So as you can see here, when I throw something into the hoop, it goes up one lamp. So then you can see you have 2 points. And then 8 points. And then it stops there, as you can see here. And then when we throw one more in, then it goes down back through the unpowered hoppers and goes back to the first point here. So then we start off the game with just 1 point each, as you can see. So as you can see, I have set up the scoreboards for each board now, and then when we go ahead and come down here, you can see we can actually throw things into the hoop and we can get points out of it. So this is actually a really fun game. I enjoyed making this one. Now we must move on to soccer. The soccer game was to just have these 2 goals here, and then inside the goals we will have a water stream that's flowing back to the middle here, and then we're going to be kicking this soccer ball, quote unquote, into one of the goals. Oh man, this is actually kind of hard because he just doesn't move. I mean, the soccer ball doesn't want to move. It's not a he. What am I talking about? And then once we get the soccer ball into this point here, we're going to close off all this area here, and then we're going to have a water stream in here that will take the soccer ball back to the middle up here, and then there'll be, I don't know, probably a double piston extender or something that will pull this block down, move the soccer ball onto the block, and then push it back up again. So hopefully once we score a goal, we can see the soccer ball come back up in the middle here and keep playing, hopefully. Okay, so assuming I built all of this correctly, if we put a dog in here, it should go over there. Oh, well, that's no good. Okay, so I just added some repeaters down here to extend the pulse a little bit. So if we put a wolf in here, I mean a soccer ball, excuse me, then he gets pounced out and he disappears. That's weird. Where did he go? The dog just, I mean, the ball just disappeared. Okay, what about one more? That's that. Block pushed up. Okay, so that one was good. Sorry you had to see that. But I do want it to be 100% accurate. That's so weird. Why did that first one just like disappear? Please ignore the fact that I'm just killing dogs right now. They're balls, okay? I'm just popping balls, alright? Oh gosh, I don't know if I made it any better by saying that. Okay, here we have a wolf going through the stream, and what is happening? And just like that, he's magically disappeared. Maybe he's going inside the blocks and just suffocating, unless this is him. If that was him, I don't know how he got there, but that is annoying. Let's try one more wolf. I do want 100% accuracy, but it's not being accurate. So, less delay, is that what I'm hearing? Am I also hearing the cry of a wolf? No, I'm not, because he has completely and utterly disappeared. Excuse me? Something else that might change things is that this wolf here is sitting, so it won't be trying to swim, I don't think. Here, let's try and put this one through the system. I was kind of hoping we didn't have to. There we go. Okay, he's in. I mean, he's obviously in the water, so he's not going to be in the sitting position. And yes, he like sits as soon as he's done. Okay, that's perfect. Alright, let's push him through one more time and see if it works. It works perfectly with a sitting dog because they're not trying to move anywhere. So he just like, as soon as he's out of the water, he just sits and then drops down and bounces out. Oh, that's great. Okay. Well, I mean, here we have it. This is our game of soccer, technically. Oh, you know what we haven't tried yet? We haven't tried pushing him into the other goal. I'm pretty sure it works. It should work the same way, but we should probably test it just in case. Yeah, it works no differently. Awesome. Well, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Our game of soccer has been all completed. So now we can go ahead and, well, there's our soccer. So now we can go ahead and work on, say, baseball or something. That is actually incorrect. First, we have to work on the scoreboard, which actually shouldn't be hard. All we need to do is set up some tripwires here. Okay, for the scoreboard on this game, I use brick instead of quartz because we're already using quartz as the scoreboard. But if I go on this tripwire here, it does move to the next one, and that is just by using the exact same system that we were using with this one up here. But we are also using this hopper thing down here to just create a pulse, so that it doesn't like speed over here if the dog stays on the string or if the soccer ball stays on the string for an extended period of time. And now that we're done with this soccer field here, we can move on to the baseball thing. And well, I guess I don't know about moving on, but as you can see, I have already created it. So basically what I'm doing is just moving the floor out of the way and then spawning in a chicken, and then heating the chicken up with this slime block here, and then replacing the floor all within the click of a button. So as you can see here, when I click this button, a chicken is launched into the air, and then we can, you know, just hit the chicken. But I have a special sword, a bat for that. So as you can see, when I do this and then hit the chicken, it goes flying away, and we get cooked chicken because, you know, why not have some fire aspect in there? So you can play your favorite game and eat your favorite food at the same time. But I don't think I'm going to go on with football because I cannot even begin to imagine how that would work. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like down below, and if you really enjoyed it, then consider subscribing because that'll help it a lot. But yeah, I'll see you next time.